Greetings, welcome back to House of Abernathy. What an emotional ending to a show that's all about grief. And don't get me started on how good Elizabeth Olsen looks as the Scarlet Witch. WandaVision has easily become one of my favorite MCU properties. Even though Mephisto didn't show up, but don't worry, later in the video I'll explain to you how he's going to make his appearance. Time for the intro. Roll it. So how did you feel about the finale in the series? I know a lot of theories fell flat, but WandaVision is a show focused on Wanda. I would have loved to have seen Wanda open up the multiverse or even bring mutants into the MCU. But the main point of this show was for Wanda to focus on her grief and to establish her as the Scarlet Witch.
I'm not a witch. I don't cast spells. No one taught me magic. Your power.
Also to reveal what Vision is and the love that they share between each other.
I feel I must know. What am I?
An interesting detail of this episode is how quick Wanda has learned witchcraft. Of course, Wanda was shooting chaos magic blasts at Agatha, but she also used some other past tricks, like putting Agatha into a nightmare and also throwing a car at her. But notice after Wanda watched Agatha, she picked up on a few new tricks too. Like being able to teleport, to set runes, and ultimately absorb magic. She definitely will be a worthy foe for the Sorcerer Supreme. So WandaVision's played a big role for the MCU. This was supposed to be the fourth installment of Phase 4. We were supposed to have Black Widow, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and the Eternals. So when we didn't get the full multiverse story, fans were left disappointed.
You're fine. You're all going to be.
It's also been over 2 years since we've had anything Marvel. I mean, that's why I was so thirsty for a huge reveal or who Ralph was. But instead we got Ralph being played by Evan Peters, while everyone else thought that he was Quicksilver from the Fox series. But what if in Eternals they would have introduced mutants to us? So having Evan Peters show up as Pietro would have just been a funny joke and not set up for us to believe that he came from a different universe.
Okay. Come to town unexpectedly, create tension with the brother-in-law, stir up trouble with the Rugrats, and ultimately give you grief.
It just would have been a better joke. This series also has hyped me up for Spider-Man No Way Home and also Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Before I tell you my predictions for the MCU, make sure that you subscribe to my channel. I'm approaching 50 subscribers, so thank you. You can also tell me what you think about WandaVision on Facebook at House of Abernathy. Also, like this video for me. Alright, so I hope that you stuck around and watched both post-credits scenes after the finale. It appears that Wanda has returned to Sokovia to retreat. After she was reading the Darkhold, she hears Billy and Tommy calling for her. Now here's my theory on how the multiverse story will be told. So I think the beginning of Spider-Man No Way Home, it's going to deal with Peter Parker and his identity issue. Remember at the end of Far From Home, he was exposed by Mysterio. As Peter's trying to clear his name, what if Wanda's hopping through the multiverse, searching for the twins? As she's doing this, either the multiverse is going to collapse or maybe it's just going to spill into each other, and that's how we're going to get the Sinister Six. It's been rumored that Jamie Foxx is returning as Electro from The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Ready to give up?
Alfred Molina as Dr. Oct from Spider-Man 2. And Thomas Church as Sandman. On top of all the other villains from the current Spider-Man movies. It would be easy for this team up because they all hate Spider-Man. We get Doctor Strange to show up because it's crazy having 3 Spider-Men in one reality. Being played by Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland. Maybe Doctor Strange will patch things up in time for Spider-Man to enjoy Christmas. But then, in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, Wanda meets, you guessed it, Mephisto to make a deal to get her twins back. He tricks Wanda into some kind of evil deal. This is also while Baron Mordo is hunting her down because he wants to erase all magic. Wanda and Doctor Strange face off in an epic magic battle, but ends with him saving her from the Darkhold. What do you think's going to happen next to Wanda? During the finale, I loved how Wanda's vision trapped White Vision in a paradox.
I request elaboration.
It's a very Vision thing to do to defeat an enemy in a library and then end up helping him out. But where did White Vision fly off to?
I am Vision.
My first guess is back to Sword. He was created by them and he's probably searching for some answers. I also don't think we've seen the last of Agatha.
Did I leave the oven on, or is that just you, hot stuff?
I mean, I know I'm still singing her hit song, "It Was Agatha All Along." Maybe she will make an appearance in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness to team up and help him take down Wanda. I won't lie, I definitely cried at the end of the episode when Wanda was saying goodbye to the twins and Vision.
We have said goodbye before, so it stands to reason.
We'll say hello again.
Her acceptance of Vision's death was her last step of grieving. She knew what needed to happen and what she'd been doing wasn't healthy. But 2 things stuck out to me. First, she thanks the twins for choosing her to be their mom.
Thanks for choosing me to be your mom.
And Vision was created from the piece of the Mind Stone that lives inside of Wanda.
You, Vision, are the piece of the Mind Stone that lives in me.
How did the twins pick Wanda? Maybe Mephisto sent the twins to Wanda just so she could have a taste of what dark magic can do? Also, not only does Wanda have her own chaos magic, she gained magic after absorbing Agatha, plus the magic from the coven that Agatha absorbed, plus she's powered up with the Mind Stone. Wanda's definitely stacking up to be one of the strongest Avengers.
I'm sorry. No, you're not. You're cruel.
We will definitely see our trio again in future MCU projects. Jimmy Woo will return in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Flourish.
Darcy in Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh, man, another red light? Overkill out in the sticks here, don't you think?
And Monica in either Secret Invasion or Captain Marvel 2. I mean, of course, after she meets up with Nick Fury in space. Maybe we will figure out why she acted so weird when Carol's name was mentioned. Also, I bet Pietro's pretty jealous that Monica can have bullets pass through her.
You didn't see that coming.
We get a reference to The Wizard of Oz and The Incredibles, which are both movies that played in the theater in Westview. Alright, now I'll leave you with this information. During the 2021 Television Critics Association Winter Press Tour, Kevin Feige was asked if people miss the Disney Plus shows, will they have a hard time following what's going on in the movies? His answer was no. So this explains why WandaVision was a very closed, contained story. I understand that Marvel makes a ton of money off of these movies. But going forward, nothing major is going to end up happening in these Disney Plus shows, because they want to make sure that everyone returns for the story by watching the next movie. This could change though with how popular WandaVision has been, and also Disney Plus has gained over 100 million subscribers. And even more if this series lands some Emmy nominations and some awards. So as of right now, Falcon and the Winter Soldier and Loki will be pretty contained, since both series are already completed. I mean, I'm going to watch everything that Marvel Studios releases. But I'm curious, will this change if you stay tuned and watch the Disney Plus shows? I personally am not that excited about Falcon and the Winter Soldier after being spoiled by WandaVision, but I'm still going to tune in each week. And I'll probably end up crying if the series starts with a funeral for Captain America. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.